Okay, we're playing the first battle of TOKA. This is not the OP event from Dominion War, but the expansion scenario that comes with the Jem'Hadar Attack Ship. So it's a pretty tough one, I'm thinking, for the Dominion. There's TOKA, and it's got 4 orbital weapon platforms. It's 150 points versus 150 points, but the Dominion has to spend 75 points on the orbital weapon platforms. So they're only left with 75 points for the Jem'Hadar Attack Ship. Meanwhile, the enemy force gets 150 points. So I spent 110 points on ships, and then 40 points on upgrades. That didn't really get me too much for upgrades. The captains, 2 defense condition 1s, and Buka. I got Martok on the Makta, Koloth on just a Negvar class, Gowron on Negvar class, and Worf on Vorch class. And both Martok and Koloth have defense condition 1, and Buka's on the flagship, which is Martok's Makta. So 150 points of Klingon ships, and he put all his points into one ship, because his mission is just to do a suicide attack, really. My mission is to destroy all 4 weapon platforms, and if I can do that, then I win the game. His mission, if he can pull off the suicide attack, then he wins. Other than that, he's got to save the orbital weapon platforms, but I don't see if that's gonna do it. So here's what he's got on that attack ship. He's got it is the 5th Wing patrol ship. He's got the Vade flagship on. He's got Gul Dukat. How do you say that guy's name? Ikatika.
Joachim.
The
phase propellor on beam to go through the shields. Dorsal weapons array, which no Dominion ship should be without. Went with a cloaking device on this one. And the scenario calls that I have to have a attack ship with suicide. And I decided if I'm going to suicide, I'm going to go super suicide and do I stab at thee as well. So we'll see how that goes.
And all he's got to do, and the cloaking device is good, because that way he can get in close, hopefully survive a little bit of firing, because all he's got to do, as soon as he pulls off the suicide attack, he wins instantly. It's considered like a psychological warfare victory, and then he can terrorize, I guess, the Klingons or whoever hears about this battle. So here's the scenario. I've got to destroy the 4 orbital weapon platforms before he pulls off the suicide attack. Now he's allowed to start a lot closer than normally. It's
anywhere within that range.
Yeah, it's 12 by 36 instead of the normal 4 by 36. So that's impressive. But okay, so there's our battle. So we're starting. I'm trying to destroy the orbital weapon platforms. He's going to try to suicide me. Right. That is kind of weird. Okay, so Martok and Koloth destroyed the orbital weapon platform right in front of the fleet, which was nice. Gowron took some shields off the orbital weapon platform over to the right side, and over there Worf fired and got a warp core breach.
On a stationary gun.
A stationary gun.
I'm calling maintenance. Who installed that warp core?
That's right. Anyway, it's looking pretty dangerous for the Klingons right now, because as you can see, what's that ship there? The attack ship's getting pretty darn close. And this is it. The turn could end next turn, or the game could end next turn, because all he's got to do is go forward and then bump me. So we'll see how this goes. Battery's wrong. Okay, so that's the end of the game right there. He came in front, and he wasn't in range to do his thing. He moved and sensor echoed. The problem was he couldn't use 2 actions, like one to sensor echo and then one to pull off the suicide attack. So he landed right in front of me. It took all 4 Klingon battlecruisers to destroy him, though, because even with Gowron pumping up the other 3 ships, and the flagship, I keep forgetting to include changing the blank to a hit. But anyway,
between Gowron and you, defense condition 1 pumped them all up.
Yeah, I did defense condition 1 with Koloth, so pumped them all up. He did do I stab at thee, but only got 1 hit on Gowron's ship and Worf's ship, and can't remember how Kolosh
Phased polaron beam.
Oh, he fired a phased polaron
Through the
beam
shields.
through the shields and got a hit. So 3 of my ships have just hits, no crits on them. But we're going to end it right there because then the orbital weapon platforms have like no chance. And yeah, that's what do you think of that scenario? I don't think it's fair because
It's really, really tough. I had my Jem'Hadar ship here, and the thing was you could go straight through, but I've been hoping to kind of go around.
But you see, I was planning to, that's why I cloaked those guys because after you move, then I could have given an action with Martok to whoever you're in front of and sensor echoed away.
Yeah, because my next thing was you had you guys grouped, so if I could come in and hit any part of the group,
Yeah, I know.
I just needed to survive that.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's an interesting scenario, but not one with a lot of replay value because a lot of these scenarios that are so one-sided. It's not like a Mutarian Nebula or Patrol the Thing or what is it, Borderlands Patrol, whatever it is, where some of them have like replay value. This one, once you do it, it's like okay, yeah, that was unfair.
Yeah, and 75 points for the orbital weapons platforms.
Against 150.
And every weapons platform you lose, they decrease in attack power and in shield. So and they're only firing at range 2, so you really can't even count them as a viable defense.
No, not at all.
So
yeah.
anyway. No, it was a good game though.
It was fun.